what might be the final time in the East Bay. It is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. Third and long for Joe Flacco. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
93. 93.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Throwing his car on third down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Flacco. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
That is caught at the 7. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. They're going with Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Here's Flacco. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Check, 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 check.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. This is Royce Freeman, 2nd-year man from Oregon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Tighten up, tighten up. Title 1. Let's
They'll run on first down. Richard. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, Richard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there. First down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
He's not going to get me. Shoot. Check. Lady 9. Go.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Man open left side. It's Williams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. To throw on second and 6. Carr. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown Raiders. Antonio Brown there to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, Monday. Hey, team 6.
Passing play, Flacco. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check, 59, 59. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Monday.
Here's Flacco. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there, and what a great play he just made.
Mike 34. I'm coming for you, son. Low.
On first down, Richard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On 2nd and 12, Carr. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Hey, Charlie.
On third down, Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
You're over here.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the call. 3 wide. 59, Delta. 59.
Flacco. He finds Riddick, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
I'm going to come back to you.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Flacco looks to throw. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. First and 10 here for Flacco. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Once more, it's Flacco. The completion to Riddick. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Throwing again on second down. Flacco. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check 26, check 26. Check 9, check 9. Check. Fresno. Roger, 5-0.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by McManus is good. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Your mind.
On first, here's Washington. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's cracked. Check out. Check nip. Set.
Right back to Washington. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Watch the twist.
On second and 12, Carr. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
On first down, Richard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, Flacco completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Flacco. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Mike, check, 59. Focus, defense, focus.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Gun. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Hey, watch the slant. Monday.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
Rewind. Tight on. Rewind.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
Check, 47.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Yo, Chief. Check it back. Check it back. What's up? Quick dance. Come.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now, you ready? Sentence the mic. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr over the middle here to Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Carr completes it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger. So he ends up being traded to the Raiders in March. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6 straight years of at least 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. Not a bad stretch. What a talent for Derek Carr to have on his side. Another nice game, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
It's a game of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Slam. Alert flare. Raider 1. We're good.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Flacco. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, 7.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver 1st. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And the Raiders have got him. Markel Lee. Able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To pass, Flacco. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a short gain down to about the 33. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. This is caught. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. Now a desperation, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Carr now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Carr now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This from 36 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together?